Anti-Gbagbo victory. Gbagbo forces supported by Ouattara forces supported by international forces. The 2010-11 Ivorian crisis was a political crisis in Ivory Coast which began after Laurent Gbagbo, the president of Ivory Coast since 2000, was proclaimed the winner of the Ivorian election of 2010, the first election in the country in 10 years. The opposition candidate, Alassane Ouattara, and a number of countries, organizations and leaders worldwide claimed Ouattara had won the election. After months of attempted negotiation and sporadic violence, the crisis entered a decisive stage as Ouattara's forces began a military offensive in which they quickly gained control of most of the country and besieged key targets in Abidjan, the country's largest city. International organizations have reported numerous human rights violations, and the UN undertook its own military action with the stated objective to protect itself and civilians. A significant step in bringing an end to the crisis occurred on the 11th of April 2011 upon the capture and arrest of Gbagbo in Abidjan by pro-Ouattara forces backed by French forces. On the 2nd of December 2010, Youssouf Bakayoko, head of the Ivorian Commission Electorale Independente, announced provisional results showing that Alassane Ouattara had won the Ivorian election of 2010 in the second round with 54.1% of the vote, against 45.9% for Laurent Gbagbo. He reported that turnout was 81.09%. Results had been expected and then postponed for days beyond the deadline, and Bakayoko's appearance to announce the results at an Abidjan hotel heavily guarded by the UN took the press by surprise. Bakayoko reportedly chose to announce the results at the hotel, which Ouattara had been using as his base, because he wanted to have the security of UN protection when doing so. According to the 2003 peace accord signed in the suburbs of Paris, the majority of the CEI must consist of politicians of the opposition. Paul Yao-Undra, the president of the Constitutional Council, then took to the airwaves to say that the CEI had no authority left to announce any results, because it had already missed its deadline to announce them, and consequently the results were invalid. According to Undra, the passing of the deadline meant that only the Constitutional Council was authorized to announce decisions on the contested results. It was widely presumed that the court would issue a ruling favoring Gbagbo, although the CEI's results indicated that Gbagbo could only be credited with victory if hundreds of thousands of votes were invalidated. At the heart of the dispute lies Article 94 of the Constitution of Côte d'Ivoire, which reads, "The Constitutional Council shall control the regularity of the operations of the referendum and proclaims the results. The Council shall decide on. The Constitutional Council shall proclaim the final results of the presidential elections." Shortly after the announcements, the military sealed the country's borders. On the 3rd of December, the Constitutional Council declared Gbagbo winner. Undra announced that the results in 7 northern regions were cancelled, and on that basis declaring the outcome narrowly in favor of Gbagbo, who was credited with 51.45% of the vote while Ouattara had 48.55%. On the basis of the CEI's results, Ouattara maintained that he was the elected president, and said that the Constitutional Council had abused its authority. "The whole world knows it, and I am sorry for my country's image." He had the clear backing of the international and regional community for his claim to victory. But top officers in the military appeared to stand firmly behind Gbagbo. The new forces and Prime Minister Guillaume Soro both supported Ouattara's claim to victory. Soro said that he considered Ouattara the rightful president and offered his resignation to Gbagbo. On the 4th of December, Gbagbo was sworn in for another 5-year term on the 4th of December, defiantly declaring, "I will continue to work with all the countries of the world, but I will never give up our sovereignty." Sporadic violence and gunfire were reported in various parts of the country, including Abidjan. Gbagbo appointed a new prime minister, Gilbert Ake, on the 5th of December. Ake, an economist and university president, was already regarded as close to Gbagbo. Ouattara himself was sworn in separately shortly after, saying that Ivory Coast is now in good hands. Ouattara then reappointed Soro as his prime minister. There had been rallies from pro-Gbagbo and pro-Ouattara sides. Simone Gbagbo, wife of Laurent Gbagbo, gave a speech in the pro-Gbagbo rally on 15 January 2011. Ivorian forces have fired live bullets to disperse protesters in Abarbo, an Abidjan suburb and a stronghold of Ouattara's supporters. There were many violent clashes between security forces and civilians. Aya Virginie Touré organized over 40,000 women in peaceful protests that were violently repressed. In an impassioned interview on BBC News, Touré compared the ongoing Second Evo